Hey everyone, I'm Matt Martin with Outdoor Designs. I got another spray project here today. This is one, they've been a long time landscape customer of ours, and this year they were interested in spray services, trying to get control of the weeds, and so they were really only interested in one application. And typically I'm not a big fan of doing single applications on lawns, just because there's no product that you can apply that's going to last for a season as far as controlling weeds, maintaining color. So I never recommend that to anybody, but they were very adamant about only one application. So to start out in the spring, I ran a 1 pound rate of urea. I do use the denitrification inhibitors. The one I use in particular is called Infix, which is actually the UMax variety. It's the same inhibitor that's in UMax. So I knew it would give a good 6 weeks of color. For pre-emergent, I ran prodiamine at 3/4 pound rate, and I ran a 3-way with Quicksilver carfentrazone for weed control, and got tremendous results as far as what was initially in the yard. So the customer called back in, now that we're in peak summer, and got some grassy weeds to contend with, some Dallas grass, a little bit of foxtail, but primarily buttonweed and nutsedge, at least on the other side of the yard. This side of the yard here, you can see the Dallas grass. And the way we're going to go about this, we're going to go spot treatments of glyphosate now, again maybe 1 month later, and then 1 month later we're going to aerate and overseed to do repair work. When I'm tackling a property this big and doing spot treatments, I always run a blue tractor dye just to avoid any mistakes. And that way it's a cheap and easy tool I can use to keep from making any mistakes. So that's why, unfortunately, when you mix it, you get it all over yourself. But if you can see the blue dye, that's where we're going after the spot treatments, applied through a fan tip AI T-jet nozzle at 1 gallon per 1,000 square feet, and basically just zone spray. So then we can come in fall, aerate, overseed, do some repair work, and get it back on track. So I just wanted to show off this property here. It's a fairly tough one to spray. We're looking right at 1.5 acres of turf, maybe even a little bigger. It's a pretty big project, but you can see it's definitely lacking in color. There's a lot of Bermuda in it, and with there being this much Bermuda in it, it's really not economically feasible to go about running a product like Pylex or even blanket spraying it with glyphosate. So what Bermuda comes in the summer will be fine, but we really want to try and establish as much of a base in the fall as we can. So I'm very pleased with the way this project's turned out so far, and I'm excited that they called me to continue work on it, because ultimately that's what I wanted to do. I wanted it to really reach its full potential, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to get that unless I had some of these summer applications to treat it. So anyway, here we are. Be sure to click like, subscribe. If you have any questions, inputs, comments, feel free to leave them below, and I will get to them the best that I can. And what would you like to see on the spray side? That's primarily all I do, is lawn spraying, fertilization. So if you have anything you'd like to see, chances are I run into it, maybe not every day, but at least once a month. So let me know, and I'll get to it just as soon as I can. Thanks.